Hey, what's up, everybody? It's all work here. Um, so I was going to do a video Tuesday, and I opted not to. I wanted to see what was going to happen. And then Tuesday, my cable went dead, so I didn't make a video. I make a video on Wednesday, and I just didn't have time. So, needless to say, it is now Sunday afternoon, and quite a bit has changed from Monday. At the end of Raw, one of the best angles occurred that I have seen in the WWE in a very, very long time, in my opinion, and I know in the hearts and the opinion of a lot of other people as well. You had the guys from the first season of NXT come out at the end during the CM Punk John Cena match, jump the barricades, and start beating everybody up around ringside, and that was in the ring, including CM Punk, John Cena, Jerry Lawler got beat up a little bit, and the ring announcers and everybody. They started tearing shit up, destroying the ring. It looked really good. I was excited. I haven't been excited like that in a long time. I got on the phone with my friend Tito. I'm like, oh my god, did you see this shit? This is great. You know, this is fucking epic. You know, this looks really good. You know, um, this is the way they should have did the WCW angle, and I was just really excited. You know, then Tuesday night, you found out that the pros beat up the new NXT guys to put them in their place, I guess, or whatever it was. It just, you know, it was building, and you saw this was something going to be something special. And then Friday night happened. And if you don't know by now what happened Friday, they released Daniel Bryan, aka Bryan Danielson. And they said why they released him was because what he did to Justin Roberts was too violent. It has been edited off TV, and they have fired him. This goes into something I said, I believe, like 2 videos back, in which I said that it's okay to attempt to kill somebody. It's okay to attempt to kill somebody, but you can't have blood. Do I agree with firing Bryan Danielson? No. With a slap on the wrist and the toll, you know, it being edited, sure. But to fire him for perhaps putting one of the best looking things that made fans want to watch again, that made fans excited to see what was going to happen next, you shouldn't have fired him. And I know a lot of people, you know, it's the whole PG thing, and supposedly it came from a higher up. And I just read something recently that said it could have came from Mattel, the guys that are making the fucking toys. And if it came from somebody in Mattel, and Vince is taking orders, and WWE is taking orders from a fucking toy company, you should go back and suck Jack's dick and let Jax make your figures, because they would never tell you how to run your company. If it came from Linda McMahon's team, that's another issue. You know, that's, you know, she's trying to go for the Senate. And honestly, I think if this is going to be the route that pro wrestling is going to take, I think I might have to take a step back from WWE for a while until it all clears away. Because to see somebody with the talent that Bryan Danielson has get disposed of so easily, so quickly, without even like a talk with him. Hell, they could have had him come out and apologize for what he did to Justin. And Justin Roberts is the guy he choked with the tie. It looked I just, you know, it looks great. I couldn't fucking believe it. It looked so good. It was awesome. And they're shitting on it already. And in my opinion, the angle's fucked. You have one of the main players gone. And yeah, there's talk that he's gonna be back, but you know what? Is he gonna be back in time for the angle? Or the angle gonna be dead? And everybody's gonna forget about him, and then you gotta rebuild him. And then you're gonna tell him how, you know, it was, and CM Punk, you know what, man, the wrestling fans, smarks, whatever you want to call us, you gotta give the guy fucking credit, because he made that angle look this much better. It looked good, but CM Punk made it look this much better, just like he did in the match with Rey Mysterio with the blood. He made it this much better. And what did he do? The simplest thing that comes to psychology, that a lot of wrestlers don't have anymore. He got back in the ring. He's a bad guy. He's a heel. But yet he got back in the ring and tried to defend himself and help John Cena in a sense. But he's still a heel. You don't see that kind of shit no more. And it looked great. And the same thing goes for Luke Gallows too. I cannot praise CM Punk without praising Luke Gallows as well. It was very good. And I'm really upset about it. I'm happy. Don't get me wrong. I'm happy that Bryan Danielson is gone for selfish reasons. But I'm sad that he's gone because he's just a great talent. And I thought we could have some really good... I mean, I was excited to see... If you think about WWE and Ring of Honor, they have Cabal, who's Low-Ki, who was the first Ring of Honor World Champion. They had CM Punk, who was a great ROH World Champion. And they had Bryan Danielson, who's a great Ring of Honor World Champion. They also had James Gibson, who was Jamie Noble, but he's gone. And it doesn't matter. Needless to say, they have these great talents and people that helped build one of the best wrestling companies out there. I don't necessarily agree with their booking right now, but Ring of Honor is still one of the best companies out there. It's just... I hope Bryan gets to go back to ROH, and I know ROH will welcome him back with open arms, and I know, there's other companies such as Dragon Gate USA and Evolve and Pro Wrestling Guerrilla, and one of my favorite companies. I actually got my Chikara shirt sitting right here. Chikara put out a great post that said, "Dear WWE, your assholes or your asses," or something like that, and it was great. I feel bad for Bryan Danielson, and it was funny too because I read somewhere else, I remember the angle pretty well. I think I'll get it eventually on tape or DVD or whatever, and you could see that John Cena ends up getting choked with the ring ropes that were detached from the ring by Heath Slater, and yet no mention of that. It fucking sucks, man. I'm really upset about this because I just had such high hopes for this angle. This, in my mind, this was the angle that was gonna bring back the mainstream attention of wrestling, the mainstream, and when that happens, everything gets better. Just like I said in past videos, it goes up, it comes down. So whatever comes up, goes down, and comes back up. I thought this was going to be the thing that was going to cause the upswing. And I was excited about it because it was young talent, it was great talent that was going to be involved in it. And the main reason I was excited about it is now gone. I can't stress it enough. I mean, Raw was good nonetheless, but it wasn't... That was just the icing on the cake. I'm actually going to do a book review as well. So there's going to be another video up. A couple book reviews and talk about some books that came out and that I read. Wrestling related, of course. I'm not going to tell you about Slash's biography. Very somber about this. It's upsetting. Also, I'll talk quickly about it. I just because it's been on a lot of websites. Tonight's TNA Slammiversary pay-per-view. Honest to God, I do not know anything that's going on it. I was going to order it, and I'm like, you know what? I don't even know the card. I don't know who's wrestling on it. And if they can't get out enough publicity to get to these websites that I visit, and I'm not home on Thursdays to watch wrestling that's on Thursday, I don't care. And it hasn't been anything that made me want to care about it. So I'm going to just leave TNA alone right now. But supposedly something big's going to happen. It's going to be a big surprise. And TNA is changing again. Last time they changed, they went to Monday nights. And forever things would be changed. Yeah, she got spanked on Mondays. So remember, guys, it's all working. Daniel Bryan, personal message. I don't know if you'll ever get to watch this. But all the best to you. Truly a great athlete. And I hope you keep your head up and don't let this affect the way you feel about this business. Thanks again, guys.